Hey guys, and we're back. I'm sitting here right now with Travis and Elliot, who basically was our part of our feature game for round 3. Guys, that was amazing. I want you to know right now that like those two IDs are probably some of the top tier, most expected decks of not only of the current meta, but really just in general of any competitive scene. And you guys piloted them both very well. I'm really really proud of both of you. Man, you guys have grown so much. But basically, what I really wanted to get from you guys is just details about challenges during the game, how you think it went. Travis, you won both matches. So, I mean, tell me how things went in your favor. Tell me what really led you to victory there.
Well, I think for the most part, like, it's just the opening hand. Like, I really, having so the first game, CTM, I had 3 pad campaigns, and that was, like, really good to have early.
Right.
Sensi, 3 pad campaigns, it's just going to be really taxing for someone that's not Wizard, I didn't know if Elliot, you packed slums or not, so I was kind of afraid of that. But also having the Sand with the toll booth was just really fortunate. And I was like, I have all the best cards right now.
Yeah.
And then that ending play, I think it was just major. It's just major luck that Eddie didn't hit the exchange of information and he didn't touch the breaking news.
Yeah.
So
oh man,
that was pretty rough.
I mean, yeah. Let's talk about that actually. Yeah, because I mean, basically, at the end of the game, you had managed to score your Astros very very early, which was fantastic.
Yeah, that was luck. Yeah, having that early too, I was like, this is awesome right now.
And then you proceeded to basically, in your hand, you had, I think, one trashable card. I can't recall the name of it.
Commercial Bankers.
Commercial Bankers Group. You had the GFI, the breaking news, the exchange of information. You had all 4 of those.
Yep. And don't forget, though, he naked scored a GFI. He installed Advanced
yes.
naked, and I was like, was he running mid-seasons? I didn't run it. He just scored it.
Nice. No, yeah, I will say that when we saw that play, the first thing that came to our mind was maybe Elliot's thinking, at my credit differential, I don't want to risk another hard-hitting news.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting because we thought that for sure that was the thing that was keeping you from making that play. And it's good to know you were thinking that way. That's amazing. I mean, I would have been scared of the same thing personally. That's crazy. So on the flip side of that, on your end, when you were playing against it, what did you feel like were your outs there in order to try to get around it?
I think I didn't have a lot of card draw. I started out with some good econ, but not really the way I wanted to see it. And the Sand and the toll booth, just was training through. It came down to that last play. I did have an out. I popped the DDoS. I got to run HQ 4 times. And I'd already rebirthed into Kim. Unfortunately, I saw the sweeps week first, so I kimmed that.
Yep.
Went back in, trashed the bankers, and then it was a 50-50 chance to EOI or steal the then I scored the GFI.
Yeah.
Then it was a 50-50 chance to either get the breaking news or see that EOI. So if I had hit the EOI earlier or if I had started...
I think you did sweeps, banker... No, I think you hit GFI second, then bankers, then it was a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Travis really piloted it super well. And, I mean, an out as in I wouldn't have lost, but I think the game still would have been heavily in his favor after that.
Gotcha.
I think actually a really interesting play was the Apocalypse play. And I was actually kind of nervous for that, but I was lucky to also have 2 ice in hand.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually holding an ice in hand for wherever they stick Temujin.
Yes.
That's really popular right now. So
right.
you kind of want to hold an ice just to kind of block that off.
Yeah.
And so the fact that he did APOC, I was like, okay, well, we'll just put MBT down into Resistor.
Nice.
So that was, I think it all played really well in my favor.
The thing that, with the way that I structure my Val deck is I try and snipe a few points and then close out with medium. Yeah. Didn't see the medium, no surprise, 2 cards out of 50 cards. But that would have been the other thing. If I could have popped a DDoS and done a medium dig, then that would have been a good out for me.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Going into game 2, at that point you were playing CTM and now Travis is playing Val. Yep. So it seemed like both of you had fairly strong starts. You definitely seemed to be pushing. You looked like you were pushing for that early game advantage, similar to how we had.
Yeah.
Because that obviously builds a lot of momentum for you with CTM.
Right.
On your end, where do you think the point was where things started to go really out of your favor?
Well, it was really early on. We were talking about this. I put a wraparound, and I think the first breaking news behind the wraparound, I forgot that he had paperclip.
Yeah.
If that wraparound had been an Enigma, we talked about this, I think the game would have,
right. Because he
been
would have
way
scored,
different.
You would have scored that Trash My Slums or All-Seeing Eye, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think from that point on, I was on the back foot, and I just wasn't seeing cards to be able to keep him out. And I tried to... I ran him through the remote a couple times with the Mumbad virtual tour and a Jackson, but it came down to it. I had my last breaking news. There was a rumor mill. I was like, well, do I clear the rumor mill and then try and Jackson and try and recover? And I decided to just, go for it. And then he was able to jog through the enigmas, and that was it.
Yeah.
So then, just trying to wrap it up here also for you guys. Both of you are playing, effectively mirror matches. Both of you playing CTM and Val. What did you think about the differences in each other's decks? Was there anything that you saw your opponent include that you were like, man, I wish I had that?
Apocalypse. That's my favorite card, man.
Yeah.
You know that's my favorite card. I love that card. I saw that. I thought that was a really cool play. But unfortunately, the CTM ID triggers.
Yeah.
And so and that's why I stopped playing.
It cost me extra 4.
Extra 4, right. And so, and it's usually, well, I mean, NBN servers are usually pretty poor, so you really didn't have to worry about it. But I hate having to pay that trace. Yeah. But I think the slums, I don't know, do you have slums in your deck?
No, I don't have it.
Yeah. So
maybe I need it, but when you're apocalypsing your own cards.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then my last question to you guys is, so of course, as both of you are playing CTM right now, between your two decks, they seem fairly similar.
Yeah.
I have no Sansan.
You don't have Sansan?
No Sansans.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Because I do 3 commercial bankers.
Okay.
And I think that's why, the Sol set really, hurts real bad.
Yeah.
A lot of the econ is tied up in that. I love being able to, score breaking news out of hand with the Sansan and all those shenanigans, but I really felt like I needed to go hard on the asset econ and the tags and tag punishment. Yeah. And when you do that with the deck, you have matchups sometimes and you whiff.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Right.
Yep.
So I guess my last question then, as CTM players, MVP so far during the day. What card in your deck is MVP?
Astro.
Astro? Still Astro?
I've managed to get Astro early every game. It's just closed. Having that early just makes the game so much shorter.
Got you.
So
I'll say Enigma. I love turn 1, install Enigma, install Breaking News, install Sensi, go. And I learned that during testing because there's a lot of decks that can beat CTM. They're runner control decks. You have to stay ahead. And if you're facing a matchup you think is going to be really strong against you, you got to rush. And that deck can rush. You got to leave your centrals open and just an early closed accounts, if they're like liberating or whatever it is, that's a really strong play. So and Enigma is best because they're going to face check it, they're going to lose that click, and then you have the advantage that you need.
Yeah, I think by the time you res that Enigma, I had already taken 3 points.
Yeah.
And if that was early.
You want it early.
Yeah, I don't know if you had all-seeing eye early. I was really afraid of that. And so I was happy
I
took
couldn't
the
tag
BN.
you.
Yeah, I was like, woo. I was like, I got it. So, yeah, everything fell into place for me. So.
Well, guys, I want you to know right now, it was definitely enjoyable to watch. Both of you guys are really strong players, and we love having you here. So thank you guys so much for having such a great game.
Hollis.
Thank you so much. No problem. I do want to remind everyone else that's currently watching the stream that we have our giveaway. You can win a self-modifying code plushie. Look at this. This is so sweet.
It's awesome.
Here, hold it. Why don't you hold it? It's so cute.
It's so good.
You can feel the
Full
love,
value,
care, and attention.
SMC.
It's really awesome.
It's going to be a fantastic giveaway. Stay tuned for that. And also, guys, don't forget, we do have fresh scoops. Fresh, hot, unknown, newly revealed scoops. And we're going to reveal that at the end of round 5. That's right.
Two more rounds.
2 more rounds, guys. We're on 3. Few minutes till 4. I don't know what's after 4. I'm bad at counting. But after round 5, we're going to be able to give you that fresh, hot scoop. So, guys, please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching us thus far. Have a great time.
Thanks.
See you.